I mean, if we look at the interim government, it had a prolonged tenure. Now we are seeing an elected government, truly elected government coming into power in Bangladesh. Do you think it will open up new opportunities or avenues for India-Bangladesh cooperation? How do you see the whole foreign policy impact following from this election?
I would say that to me, it looks like the two countries will have a positive relationship. You know, the relationship has really dipped, is much became really a kind of main bone of contention, especially Hasina's asylum here. And also, there are several other issues after the fall of Hasina. Many of the vested interests in Bangladesh, including the youth, they projected Hasina. Actually, they kept on saying that Hasina was in power because of India, because India supported, India did not do anything. Some of the time, of course, I find it very surprising that India did not do anything. India supported Hasina. Otherwise, how does a state deal with another country where the domestic mechanism actually throw a person who becomes the prime minister of the country, by hook or crook? So you have to deal with whoever is in
Power.
power, because after all, we have dealt with the military regimes in Pakistan. So therefore, it is not so sacrosanct that only if you have a democracy, therefore you will have a relationship. So therefore, that is something I find it very, very surprising. Second is that one need to understand the dynamics in Bangladesh because of the zero-sum game kind of relationship BNP and the Army League used to have. It used to become very difficult for India to navigate this complicated relationship between the two political parties. If you are with one political party, the other political party will
Mm.
always portray that, okay, you are friend of this one or that one. But also at the same time, the other political party also has, like for example, BNP always had its political compulsion. It was a party which had made anti-Indianism as a kind of ideology for itself, for using it in the election campaign against Hasina, saying that
Mm.
sovereignty is in danger, Islam is in danger, whenever it has contested the election. So it had a particular view. So any agreement that during the Hasina time, which was signed between India and Bangladesh, was always projected as an agreement where Bangladesh has surrendered its sovereignty, surrendered its own interests. So India keeps on getting dragged into the domestic politics. So the
Mm.
kind of question which is asked for any agreement that India and Bangladesh sign, the same kind of question are never asked for China, Bangladesh, whenever they have any agreement. So therefore, I find it so, we are part of the domestic politics. So therefore, it is very difficult, to take the bilateral relationship forward without being scrutinized. So it is always, the BNP will be very, very scrutinized that how they are taking the relationship forward. But having said that, I would say, if you look at the geography of the two countries, our geographical
Mm.
existence actually makes it inevitable that the two countries need to have a dependent kind of relationship. So a dependent kind of relationship, I always believe, is an equal relationship, because
Mm.
it's not that one is dependent on the other is also dependent on them. Similarly, if you look at the security, the kind of security challenges the two countries face in terms of, non-traditional security, terrorism, drug trafficking, even human trafficking. So that actually, again, you would not say it is Bangladesh security, or again, it becomes a
Mm.
very, very dependable. So I think the two countries need to work on issues which actually they have a joint interest and move it forward there. And I think they are required to put the relationship back in track
Mm.
to move forward. If it is not in the track, then you cannot move forward. And also at the same time to address the trust deficit that has always existed. But I think to some extent, over the period of time, that trust deficit has reduced, but it has not completely gone.